Hey, what's up everybody? I'm back with another video, and this one is for Spain, the Spanish. So let's have a look at the deck. For Spain, the deck is usually the same. It's just this deck, the native deck. These are basically all the cards you want in here. You could maybe leave the Mayas out or play with the extra Rodelero card. This one also is hand infantry and foot archers. So this one also upgrades your Inca units, your Bolas warriors, and your Incas. So that's a really nice card to have. You could also have like the Mayas, and instead of the team, what is it? Hand infantry attack. You play with this. It's actually a little bit better to play like this because this one upgrades both your Bolas warriors and your Incas, and the other one, this one only works on your Incas. So yeah, that's you should basically prefer this, but for a team game, you want to upgrade the halberdiers of your teammates, halberdiers and such. Maybe some civs have more hand infantry units. So yeah, that's the card we will have. This is the deck we play with. But yeah, you could do it like this, or maybe without the Mayan allies. We also have a deck for outside of the natives. In outside of the natives, we leave the cheap native card out, of course, and we add the extra towers. I think this is how you should want to play Spanish outside of the natives. You could also leave this out and play with the extra Rodelero card or whatever. However, outside of natives, you will probably be making muskets. Not in every matchup, but pretty often you would. So I think yeah, just play with the towers is quite nice. Also, the towers give extra extra anti-cav defense, of course, so you can make more skirmishes that way. So that's obviously nice. So yeah, basically that's the deck. There's not a whole lot to change. I have another deck for for some maybe where you have a Chinese teammate. Usually China, this is pretty good for. The other civs don't need the train timing speed as much. But maybe if you do some crossbow pike stuff, maybe with some other civ combined, you could use this card. But for China, it's quite nice. Also, team hand attack, it works on their shitty pikemen, of course. So that's yeah, it's quite nice to combo with China, this civ. So yeah, we'll have a deck for that, and one without team card. Yeah, like this. When you're greedy, you should probably want to play it like this. Because yeah, this card is just a little bit better than the team attack. So this is probably better for a 1v1. So yeah, I think yeah, yeah, let's just use this deck because this should be the standard for team games and such. So we'll use this deck. And we have another deck without the infinite lancers, but the Rodellos instead. I had this deck because the lancers were banned for some tourney. But yeah, you could use it, but basically the lancers is better value. This is kind of the best infinite shipment in the game. Just 7 lancers is already really good value, I believe. What is it? 7 times 200 resources or so, whatever. Plus this crates that you will get from the Spanish from this card, Spanish gold. So yeah, together combined, this is the best infinite shipment. Spanish do really need it because the eco is not that good. You do not have a whole lot of eco cards. We're missing food silos. We're missing economic theory. So yeah, it's not great. We have capitalism. You could also, by the way, leave capitalism out and play with this card. However, yeah, your boom will be less. I think it's better to just play it like this. So the card order for this will be capitalism. Then we'll age up, send Spanish gold. Then we'll send refrigeration. Then we'll send the 2 haciendas. It's actually better to get refrigeration before the haciendas because all your villages will be on food right now, trying to go up to H4. So we'll get refrigeration, the hacienda, royal mint, the 2 factories, sustainable agriculture, and of course the coin cards. After that, we'll want to make sure we have Unction, and the church card for overpop, and this one to have fast training units. We'll also send the advanced arsenal, and maybe we can squeeze in the 17 Maya allies, but we will see. So yeah. In the start, we will get 200 wood. We'll start with some food crates. We want a house, a market. And Spanish is actually a civ in which we do not want to age up as fast as possible. So yeah, we'll just gather food. We'll start chopping some wood also for place mines and stuff. We'll try to get some good treasures. So yeah, that's what we'll do. So let's just jump right into it. Yeah, we'll select these villagers, try to micro it sort of nicely. This was alright. Stop walking. Oh yeah, let's explore the native side. Try to sort of do this nicely. Stop walking. Alright, so this was quite alright, I think. We'll build the market and we'll start collecting some coin because we want hunting dogs as fast as possible, and we did not find any small coin treasure. So that's a little bit sad. But yeah, we will be going up with 17 villages anyway, pretty much. Regardless of what treasures we find. Maybe if you find some really good treasures, you can do like what is it? Like a 16 villager age up. But yeah, usually you will go with 17. So yeah, we finally find a good treasure. Let's select this deck. Well, we'll just pick the native deck for now. In a 1v1, you want to play this. But yeah, this is the team deck. And we are good team players. So we'll go with this deck. We'll send Capitalism. And right now, actually, let's get Gangsol. Because we also chop for what's it called? Place mines. Let's build a house and keep chopping for place mines. And we'll try to get this next treasure when we can. Doesn't really work. Alright, I guess. Kill this guy here. Right. So yeah, we'll get placer mines and we'll start do some more exploring. Yeah, 70 villager age up, so there's not a whole lot going on. We'll just try to manage it sort of nicely and go age up with so we can skip H2, you know, so we can just go to H3 right away, because we do not want to get anything in H2. We just want to get H3 as fast as possible, as with many civs. Again, Spanish is one of these civs in which you also want to age up or go to H3 as fast as possible. So we got placer mines. So yeah, let's right now try to get a bit of food, get a bit of coin, keep this hunt under control. Do it as nice as possible. Or try it at least. Yeah, once placer mines has come in, we'll start moving to coin. We can scout the base a little bit. Let's get this treasure. Yeah, we'll move a couple guys over. Yeah, like I said before, right now we will be skipping H2. So a good way to check yourself if you will have enough resources to make it, to not have idle time in H2. You wanna be aging up when this is about 1000 food and 500 coin. If you have like 1000 food and 500 coin, then you know it's pretty much enough to make it without idle time. So if you had some really good treasures and you're at 16 villagers and you'll see that you already have 1500, yeah, as you can see right now we do not have that. We have 800 and 350 or so we will be short. So right now we cannot do a 16 villager age up. That's yeah, we just know it from these numbers right now. it should be 1,500. So let's try to pick up this. And so yeah, right now we'll do 17 villager age up. Scout the back a little bit. So yeah, right now, as you can see, this villager is almost finished. We have like 1,500. We'll be sure right now this is enough. So right now we will be aging up 17 villagers. And this goes the same for other civs that want to you do this trick, you know, with like France or something, or yeah, a couple other civs that want to do this. You will know it like when you have like 1,500. That's what you should somewhat aim for. Then you will know you can just age up without idle time. So that's maybe something to keep in mind. All right, so right now we'll just save up for 1,200 and 1,000. With France is the same, you know. If you have 14 CDBs or 15 CDBs, if you have 1,500, you know you can age. So let's see. Where do we make this TC? We have something on the native side right here. We will get the bishop. This mine is quite close. I kind of like to go for these farm mines again. We'll move the bishop out forward that way. Let's make sure actually we have 1,200 and 1,000. And we'll start make another TC with our hero in this location. Should we move a little bit out to this side? We don't need all the 5 mines. We can probably herd this in a little bit. Yeah, let's go with the bishop to this location. Alright, so we have 1,200 and 1,000. That's really nice. Right now we'll start to age up with the bishop. Let's keep these cows here actually. Yeah, and right now we actually want to go onto wood. Want to get a lot of wood. We want to get half of coin. Let's actually get enough for what's it called? For steel traps. Like this, because we also have the coin trickle. So right now we'll get steel traps. We have only 1 village in queue until we're housed, so we might want to make another house before we reach H3, but we'll see if we have enough wood to do that. Also, let's start bringing in these next hunts. See, this hunt is quite close. We don't need to move the forward TC out that way. We can just go this way. I think that's better. Because we do not need all the 4 coin mines, because we have Spanish gold, so we already have a lot of coin. So we do not need all 5, so we can just skip this one and keep focusing on these other resources that are closer. So we will have enough wood. Let's build that house. We'll keep a little bit of distance for these Spanish crates, these gold crates to spawn later. We don't want to build it too close. That's why I'm not building it here. Right now we'll build another TC. We'll send Spanish gold, and we'll also build this TC. Just like that. And also, let me pause quickly. So yeah, basically we've sent our steel traps already. We only need 200 wood for this Hacienda right now. And we also want to be making a church. So, and after that we'll just go full onto food. So that's what we'll do. So yeah, after 200 wood, hold on. We'll send refrigeration first, and then this one. So right now we'll start moving back to food. Because we can almost build this church. That?
Correcto. Cazadora. ¿Qué me ordena? Lo haré.
Alright, we'll build a church on this location, near the native fight, because that's where we want it. Alright, I will start bringing in this hunt. So yeah, right now we only need to be on food. That's why, you know, 20 villages on food. You really want refrigeration now. You do not want the haciendas first. You want the refrigeration first. So we'll cube more villagers and we'll start collecting these the coin crates. With these coin crates and the coin trickle, we can age up. Start this hunt. And not go idle here. Try to at least. Alright. So yeah, right now we have the haciendas. We are going to place the haciendas. When you build them, as you can see right now on the left side of this, there's a little building, and on the right side, on the right back side, there's a little tower. Right now, the sheep and cows, they will gather in the bottom left corner. The bottom left corner of this hacienda, of how it looks now, they will gather in the bottom left. So so that's sometimes that's some useful info for where you want to place this, because yeah, we want to have this. But pretty close by, we want a sheep pen with some sheep on it. We kind of want to have that in a good location for us, so so our fills can walk around nicely and not go idle on this thing. So so yeah, that's why that's some useful information to know. Right now, I'm thinking about like here and here or something. Then we can yeah, let's do that. So let's move them a little bit to the back. It's a little bit of walking. I don't really like it, but alright, I guess. We'll make the second one. We'll make it here. We'll make this our sheep pen with some sheep next to it. And I should set this waypoint. Right now we will almost have enough to age up. This we'll set it to villagers, and let's get a few villagers out of this thing before we switch it to start making cows for us. So just like that. We have a lot of walking around. That's not really what we want. All right, so yeah, right now we'll age with the 6 Lancers. You can also age with the 12 Rodelleros, but it just depends a bit on what the matchup is and stuff. So that's up to you. Right now, we will buy 200 wood for amalgamation, and we move some villagers over, like 5 or 6, to start chopping for houses for us. Because yeah, we will have settlers spawning out of these haciendas. Out of these DCs, and once we age up, we will get the 6 Lancers. So we kind of want a few villagers on wood. So so that's what we'll do. We'll put like 5 or 6 or so. These villagers collect at this coin mine. So that's pretty good. Because we have Spanish gold, we have so much a coin left in our mines. So so that's quite good. So yeah, that's what I mean. We don't need this last gold mine. We also sent royal mint, so that's good. Let's build another house to not get housed once these Lancers spawn. What? You have more villagers? Right now our villager count is still low, so it's worth to get some villagers from this. But I wouldn't wait too long with switching it over to cows. Because we also want to enjoy that cow trickle, of course. So yeah, as you can see, right now I'm housed. Luckily it doesn't really matter. We'll send the factories. We'll get this house up quickly. Move these villages onto food, why not? But they have enough on the coin. This, try to manage this nicely. So yeah, like I said, we will be making a sheep pen around here. Because our sheep will spawn here. So we'll build the factory not here. We'll build it in front here. Right. So we'll move a few villages back because we don't need that much on wood right now. And we should really keep this macro a bit more nice actually. I'm way off. I'm way off. Let's see. Oh, this is actually too much. We'll also have Spanish gold, so yeah, maybe I overreacted a little bit. It was actually quite good. So let's get that second factory. These guys are still close, so it's alright. Let's collect that Spanish gold. So yeah, right now, a little mismacroed. Sometimes a bit hard to do with the Spanish gold, you know, because it's quite unexpected. Actually, it looks quite good. Let's see. We'll not age here. We'll age in this TC. Oh, that's the far one, so that's quite nice. We don't really want more villages in this location, so that's good. Alright, so right now we will be aging with the mercenaries because our overpop is mostly mercenaries. So yeah, that's just really nice to have as the Spanish. It's just a standard way of aging. You could also maybe do 2k coin. Your boom and score will be a little bit better, but yeah, your start army will be a lot weaker. So that's not really what we want. So yeah, right now let's start getting some wood upgrades again. And switch the factories to food when we can. What am I saying? To wood. Alright. We have royal mint, so it's not too bad to be on these coin mines. Actually, get off this one. We're not aging with the 2000 coin, so we do need a bit of coin right now. As you can see, we already have 1000. We will have enough for what's it called? The thing, the deforestation upgrade. Alright, so we'll start making a sort of a base now with mills and such. Try to make them in nice locations. Right now, this village just spawned. We're at 70. We're at 70-ish. I want to get those cows in. So I'm switching this one. This one, not yet. I want to complete this villager and then I'll switch this as well. So yeah, we will switch this one. And we'll start making that sheep pen. And we kind of want to finish all of our hunts right now. Because we sort of want those sheep a little bit fast if we can. If we can get them a little bit fast, then that would be very nice. So yeah, let's not delay getting this capital up. Finish this hunt. Finish these hunts. Right. Yeah, we'll send sustainable agriculture and we'll start filling this hacienda now with sheep if we can. With all the food that we're getting right now. Kinda wanna do that as fast as possible. Fill this hacienda. But we do also wanna keep our villager production up. And I'm actually a little bit short on coin. For this next upgrade, but that's all right. Let's see. Yeah, something. So like I said, we did want to finish the 4 coin mines. A little bit low on wood food right now. Let's get this coin up quickly. Yeah, alright. Can I fit another one here? Not really. Let's build this saloon actually. Let's start collecting the cows on this hacienda. As you can see right now we're at 83 already. We really want to get cows right now. This one was not that important. I should have maybe moved them onto cow already. But this is fine like this. Alright, so yeah, right now we'll try to get our food up. Try to get that those sheep. Try to get all those sheep. Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, let's maybe make another one here. Let's move some of these villages back. So we'll make more sheep right now. And we'll also want this fattening upgrade. So we have nothing in the natives just yet. These 11 villages will go and start chopping here. 10 actually. Let's start making some plantations. The base layout is not ideal, but yeah, I want to have a bit of space for these sheep. Let's actually start chopping here a little bit. We can somewhat do it like that. Alright. So we have enough sheep right now. Let's start getting all these upgrades. Oh, we are not maxed on sheep yet, just yet. But we have max villages, I mean. Kind of wanted one more plantation here. We'll move this market over. So right now we're just saving up resources, of course. We'll start making a base again. A little bit defensive this time, why not? We do not need a tower on this side, but we do want to get these villagers off of these resources. I want to chop this a little bit. And max these cows. So we'll send more cars, advanced arsenal, we'll send Unction. We'll start making an arsenal when we can. When we have found a nice location for it. This is a good location. Not really like that. We'll see where we can rebuild the market. Let's start making some walls and stuff. And an FB on this side. Let's get this last coin upgrade quickly. So, and the reason why I do it like this is because I want to eat these sheep once they are fed. But that's the reason why we build it like this. But yeah, it's maybe not the ideal location. But yeah, sometimes it's a bit hard to choose the locations of your buildings, which also a bit depend on where your trees are, of course. This time these trees on the side threw me off a little bit, but I think this is all right still. So yeah. Let's see. Well, we're at 11 cows. We're not quite there yet. And we don't need to chop here. Let's get these upgrades. And let's get these. This one upgrade will make them, what is it, cheaper or stronger? Yeah, more hit points, less build time, so the spawn fast. Alright, and let's start getting onto coin now, once we can. and finish this base up. We are playing against the British. A pretty good matchup, I'd say. Maybe not. Some people are really good with British. Can be super strong if played by the right person. So yeah, but I think you know we can be very aggressive. So I think we might have a good chance of winning this. So it's a pretty good matchup. So let's just try to be aggressive at the start. Try to get in his natives, take control of his natives, and try to win it like that. So yeah, we'll try to make a nice starting army, which we can be aggressive with a lot of lancers and some of these other units, Rodelleros and such. Let's see. So yeah, we are in the natives. So we have the Uaminkas for anti-cav. We will also get the Rodelleros. Most people, or yeah, some, you know, many players say that that's enough in anti-cav. You know, you have Rodelleros and you have Uaminkas. I usually do like to upgrade the Dragoons as well. Just have a few Dragoons in the back. Sometimes you need them a little bit. But yeah, you basically also can be fine without any Dragoons. It's just you don't really ever want to overmake them. Not as any Civ, but especially not as Spain. You don't really want to go 20 Dragoons. Unless maybe the situation really asks for it, but I guess that's never really the case. So yeah, mostly like 4 or 5 Dragoons in the back, not a whole lot more. But I personally think Dragoons are not that bad with Spain. So we will have some Dragoons ready, why not? We'll just try to finish up this base. Not the nicest looking walls as I've ever made, but it's alright, it will do. So yeah, let's keep an eye on this thing here, because it's basically full. This is the last one, so we'll set this to food. Both of them to food right now. This one has 20, this one has 20, and the last 10 they will be here. And once these are fed, we will start eating them. So let's chop the last of this wood, so our fields will not get disrupted in any way. Let's see, can we make a market here or something? We can build it here. So let's put that market away. And repair the wall. Just like that. Alright, so yeah, this is looking quite good. Right now, let's just finish up the base. We can do another later. Why not? We are not. Yeah, you know, we kind of want to stay. We want to fight in the natives. So it's probably in the British players' interest to start splitting us a little bit. It's not really in our interest. But maybe if he starts splitting, we can give some extra pressure in the natives and maybe get in or something. So yeah, he has to be very careful with making splits. Let's see. I'm a little bit heavy on wood. I would like a few less wood choppers, actually. Is this 7? Yeah, this is 7 and this is 10. Alright, I guess. I want to finish this last trees here. Let's do more upgrades for our units. Let's get some of these upgrades. Yeah, let's be a little bit prepared for something on the side here. So yeah, right now our sheep are fed. Let's put like 6 or so on it. Let's hotkey this guy and send it to the plantation. So any new sheep, they will go on the plantation. If not, they will go back to the pen to fatten. And our fields are here just gathering all of these. So that's pretty good. So we can do a little bit of double get a little bit of double advantage from this thing. Much like we did with the Mexico build, in which we got the extra Hacienda. We collect all of these on one empty on a Hacienda that set a food trickle, you know, that trick from the Baja Outlaw video. So yeah, again we do a little bit of a trick with the Haciendas and get some extra resources out of that. So so yeah, this is how to do it. Let's see, we have seven on these. Let's put 8, and we will just see how it goes. So yeah, like I said, you know, sheep are getting killed. We have a few less, but we're making new sheep. You do have to keep making sheep, of course. But yeah, basically, once they're all fed, you know, it's 30 sheep times 300 food. That's 9,000 food. So yeah, it's just a lot of food to get here. So yeah. Right now our fields are a little bit in the way because there are a little bit too many. Let's finish these upgrades. A few more, we need a couple houses more. And one more house. Over here. Let's do this factory upgrades as well. And let's get this one. And then we'll start to think about the starting army. Let's see, the tower is getting upgraded. So yeah, of course we want to deliver a lot of pressure on the natives. We want to have maybe a mortar here for scouting. We want a mortar here for some fast walls to take down. Let's clear this treasure actually, so it's not in the way of our units. Yeah, our British enemy is a low player. As you can see, he has left all the trees. So once we want to be aggressive, we will get stuck in all these trees. That's also if you're the British player in this situation, this is could be a pretty smart thing to do. I don't really like it myself because yeah, you will be way defensive, and yes, the Spanish army will get stuck in these trees, but they're also like already kind of in. You know, so it's yeah, I don't know if you really should want to do that, but sometimes it's nice to leave some trees standing. So yeah, an aggressive player like Spanish will get stuck in these trees. So yeah, let's see. We'll prepare a little bit more FB here because you never know. Let's have another set of buildings here. These trees are now gone. Happy with that. Let's keep making sheep. And send them onto the Hacienda again. And now this is 8 villagers. This may be a little bit much. Let's do 6. Let's do 6. Let's actually close this patch of trees actually. So we're a little bit more protected. This is looking quite bad here. Let me fix this wall. We do not want to have any weaknesses. Never. In not any game. It's a little bit better. Yeah, so right now we'll start to think about the starting army. Like I said, we want to be aggressive. We want to have a lot of lancers. We have one mortar here. Maybe we'll make 2. Send some war dogs. Let's get the church guard so we can make our overpop. And let's upgrade our rodelleros. This villager is stuck right now. Maybe we can get him back. Get this villager back. Gathering. We're a little bit low on wood. Maybe a little bit more wood. Though we still have 8 minutes together with no more upgrades. Besides the Imperial natives. So yeah. Let's see. Let's get rid of this tree right here. And let's start making the starting army. We want a little bit of horse cannons, maybe. Or maybe you don't really need them. I could also do without. Whatever. Skirmishes is easier to be aggressive with. So maybe let's do Let's do no horse cannons. But yeah, you could opt to make like 4 horse cannons or so, or some artillery, if you would like. But yeah, that's all up to you. We have 2 mortars. And let's just go for lancers and skirmishers. Why not? Why not? Lancers and skirmishers, 2 mortars. Let's completely destroy the British player at the start. We have this guy for mostly line of sight. We could make some army on that side, whatever. But yeah, we do not really want to split anything. Because we have this missionary bonus. So we want to have all of our units in this aura. So we want to not split the fight. So yeah, right now we have probably 2 more cards to send. You could overpop with some 7 lancers extra if you would like, or maybe the 17 Maya allies. In some matchups you want to be super aggressive and you want to overpop with these extra few lancers if you want to be cheesy and get the max out of it. For now, I will just send this card. We'll actually send the Maya allies. Why not? Send that one first. Gate this one so our units don't get stuck. Because pathing is horrible. Let's see, we'll have 31 lancers. Let's make 32. We'll have 25 skirmishers. It's quite alright, I think. We'll move our hero back. And let's start preparing this start fight a little bit. So we're max pop. We'll send the Minutemen. And we'll send our overpop. And get these walls upgraded. Also, let's get more sheep on this thing. See, I'm already forgetting a little bit. But it's still worth, you know. There's a lot of food we can gather from this. So let's just get that trickle going again. Yeah, we have a lot of lancers. We want to throw them in at the start. Follow with our skirmishers. And the rest of these guys. We do all the upgrades in the church. This one is good for rodellos and stuff. What is it? Yeah, more hit points, but less speed. But it's 25% hit points, so it's definitely worth. I believe it also upgrades these guys and stuff. I'm not sure. Heavy infantry, so it should. So let's try to position this army nicely. Again, how you do it is all up to you. It's all up to you. Something like that. We'll keep these guys there. We'll move our villager, our skirmishes in. So yeah, we were gonna be super aggressive. We'll throw these lancers in his face at the start, and we'll follow with this huge army. And we'll move our mortars in. Something like this. There, like that. Alright, so we'll check if we have every upgrade. We have everything. We have done a little bit of scouting with this guy. Of course, we can see what the British player is prepared for and what not, where his front bases are. Maybe he's just like I have a lot of walls, or maybe he has some sort of a base layout. Yeah, we can try to see if he has some weaknesses or something. But yeah, basically this was it. And now we'll just start to prepare for the start fight. As I said, we had 1 more shipment. I chose for the extra overpop with the Mayan units. Yeah, there's quite a few options. You know, you can go for this card to make your lancers have a ×4 multiplier. It's really good, really strong card. Or you could use this one, you know, raised infantry attack for all your skirmishers, your whole army, like the skirmishers, these guys. All of them will be upgraded. This guy actually did upgrade from that church deck. and these guys as well. So that's really nice. But yeah, you know, whatever army the upgrades is all is up to you. Another thing I want to say, actually, with Spanish, you have a few people that say like, you know, with Spanish you should never join a fur trade or something because your coin gather rate is such and such good. That is sort of true. But yeah, you know, with a fur trade you just have 3 more cards at least, so you could send this one, and this one, and you'll be way stronger. It's not even close. And what they say is sort of true, you know, like this is 1.50 and this is 1.54. When you trade, let me explain actually. When you trade, let's say you want to send 100k food, there's a 12% penalty to send food to your teammate. So to send 100k food, it will cost you 112k food. That 100k will then get traded and become 125k. And from that, your mate will send you back the 125 divided by 1.12, because of the 12% trade penalty is 1.07. So that's why when you trade, you get 7% more back than what you sent your teammate. However, like I said in the start, it has cost you 112 food to send this 100k food. So yeah, your 112k food has now become 107k gold, and that is a 4.5% less than 107 is a 4.5% less than 112. So yeah, and this coin gather rate is like is 1.50, and this is 1.54. So this is actually 2.5% worse than your food income. So in that case, they're sort of right, you know, because yeah, if you trade, you get 95.5% of your food value as coin, and if you just gather the coin, it's 97.5. So that's true. But please, man, you have 3 extra shipments. You have 3 extra shipments to send, you know, and you're only missing out on what, like 2%? You're missing out on 2%. So on 100k food, that would be 2k coin. If you could research a technology that costs 2k coin but gives 3 shipments, you would send it always. You would send it always. So please don't come at me with this nonsense that Spanish should never join a fur trade, because yeah, even with Spanish, it's very good to do. So yeah, you should definitely wanna be doing that. So yeah, so there's that. For now, we have this last shipment. We'll send the Liberation March so we can have extra units spawn a bit more quickly. And yeah, well, right now we're basically prepared everything. We can keep the Lancers back, whatever. We can surprise him with the Lancers if you would want. Again, the fighting is all up to you. You could do some split at the start, but yeah, I think Spanish, we want to be aggressive. We want to get in his natives as fast as possible. And yeah, that's basically what we want to do. I'll move the villagers forward a bit early. But yeah. So. Let's see, what did we score? 210, a little bit over 210. Quite good, I guess. I don't know. It's quite good, I think. Yeah, we'll move these villages forward now to start making FP for us. A nice forward base for us. Something like this. This is a nice location. Let's start attacking with the Lancers. We'll make these guys. So, like that. We're shooting walls and stuff, and that was basically it. So we boomed, what, 213 or so, whatever. It was pretty good. I will resign now. And let's go over the boom. It was pretty good, I think. I don't really messed up anywhere. Let's see, this H5 time was about 16 minutes. 15:57? 15:57, yeah, so about 16 minutes. Pretty good. We aged up with 70 villagers in the start. Like I said, 1,000 food, 500 coin, then you know it's time to age up. If you have that already with 16 villagers, then you know it's time to age up. But right now we had 800 food and 350 coin or so. So we knew we weren't ready yet. So we did 17. If you have very good treasures, and like I said, with other civs, it works exactly the same. Then you know you can do this without any idle time. So we aged up right away to H3. We got our TCs up pretty fast. We aged up quite fast, 16-minute age up for Spain. So yeah, we got a little bit of extra food with this trick here that we did. We went a little bit idle, so I did 8 at the start. That's maybe a little bit too much. I think 6, like I said, 6 or 7 on these should be good. But I did 8, so right now we have a little bit of idle time. If you do like I think 6, you can just this will just continue on going. This will never stop. And of course, you need a hotkey for it, and keep making these sheep so you can enjoy a little bit of extra. You can also not try hard this and just put 20 sheep on them, put them both to food, and so you can have that extra trickle. So, yeah, for now the game plan is basically to just be super aggressive, get in his natives, abuse a lot of our skirmishers, lancers. We have super strong. We have like the best skirmishers there are with these missionary buffs. You know, 41 already. It will be like 44 or something where you send discard, or 45 or so. I don't know. But yeah, our skirmishers are super good, and our unit composition basically should be skirmishers, lancers, and Uaminkas, and maybe some you know, 2 or 3 horse artillery in the back. Though that is debatable. There's some players that say as Spanish you should not want to be making any horse artillery. Of course, you do need some culverins to stop the enemy culverins and horse artillery. But yeah, horse art is a bit debatable. Right now, I didn't make any. Yeah, but that's a bit up to you. You could try it. Some say make horse art, and others say you don't need it. So yeah, basically that's it. I hope you've learned something from the video. I hope you've enjoyed watching it, and I hope to see you in the next one.